Okay, mentor roles and responsibilities. Important issue, critical to the development of a lot of people. Lots written about it. This definition is from David Clutterbuck. A mentor is a more experienced individual willing to share knowledge with someone less experienced in a relationship of mutual trust. Lots to go into there. I'll just draw out willing to share. Someone who doesn't keep what they know to themselves, but is willing to share. A relationship of mutual trust. I'm going to move as is appropriate. There are 5 or 6 slides here I'm going to read through and to just give my own thoughts around. So 5 roles for a mentor. This is from Joseph Cosper. So the first role for a mentor is coaching. Yes, coaching, mentoring, different. But sometimes mentoring, given that it's broader, it's all about a relationship, not just about developing a skill. Mentoring can involve coaching. So coaching, initial guidance and teaching, again, directive word teaching, these are different words people use, but coaching can involve instructing, tutoring, telling people things. That's okay. So another role for a mentor is exposing appropriately, providing opportunities to perform. Sometimes the workplace and the line management relationship isn't sufficient, and mentoring provides additional opportunities to perform, but without taking on the role of the line manager. The third role of a mentor, according to Joseph Cosper, is protecting, sheltering from harm. If people are being encouraged to move into a more challenging space, one less comfortable for them, less familiar, then sheltering them from harm partly from themselves, meaning, can I really do this? Am I capable of doing this? Well, yes, you are, appropriately. Sheltering from harm, whatever that means, is protecting, and that's important. I agree with that. Challenging is a fourth role. Excuse me. Challenging is about giving tasks that develop capability. Again, being careful here not to move into the line managerial space, but nonetheless, what good is a mentor if not someone who is the catalyst for people doing things differently and better? The fifth role for a mentor is sponsoring, outwardly promoting the mentee, maybe more appropriate in some others. So 5 sources next of mentoring success. These are the thoughts of Mike Peck. First one is presence. You want a mentor who has presence, credibility, and is a source of good sense. What's the good of someone who is incredible and is not a source of good sense? The second source of mentoring success is creating and developing personal chemistry. It doesn't happen instantly. It might not happen at all, and it could take quite a long time and some diligence on both parts. It might not ever be perfect, but getting along and feeling that there's something worthwhile going in there and there's a mutual benefit to both is important. So that personal chemistry is important. The third source of mentoring success is passing on street wisdom that works. The more experienced doesn't have to be 4 times the age, just someone who's developed that experience. Person in the mentoring sense should have street wisdom, should have a body of knowledge and of experience and of learning that they can pass on. What use are they otherwise? Being a truth teller is the fourth source of mentoring success. A critical friend, it's a word or a phrase which is often used, critical friend. What that really means is that people aren't saying this to you. From what I've seen, this is what I see. And the mentor can do that from outside of the line managerial relationship, which has all sorts of other repercussions for a conversation like that. So it is all about saying, look, I've got an axe to grind with you. I'm objective. I think you're really much better at this than you think you are. Or maybe there's an element of learning still to be done here and you're not quite up to speed. So whatever the truth telling is, being outside of that direct line managerial relationship, which is very often what I encourage a mentor to be, is a good place. The fifth source of mentoring success, according to Mike Pegg, is supporting and celebrating success. Another thing that doesn't happen often enough in a normal line managerial relationship. So celebrating, encouraging, seeing the mentee to draw value from what they do. 6 key actions for a mentor. These are my own thoughts. Well, hey, how about this? 6 key actions for a mentor. Number 1, that they develop a safe, confidential relationship. It should be secure. It should be a space in which the mentee feels it's okay to say, oh, I just don't know how to do this. I can't have this conversation with anyone else, but can I tell you that I'm feeling pretty much at the limit of what I can do, or whatever it turns out to be. So it's safe to explore things without being judged, without feeling that you're being ridiculed, without anything at all. It's just a safe, confidential relationship. Secondly, Creates trust by being an honest challenger. That challenging word again. The mentor should be someone who says, I think there's more in you than I've seen. I think you're capable of more than this. It should be about stretch. It should be about encouraging the mentee to go further than they have in whatever area. The third, I can't count, key action of a mentor is to broaden perspective and alternatives. It should be about that, because the mentor should be able, over a period of time, not in the first 3 days, but if this process could take years, to broaden perspective and alternatives, to be a catalyst to take the mentee to places, maybe physically, but certainly in their head and in their experiences, beyond where they would otherwise have gone. It broadens perspective and alternatives. Another key action of a mentor is to have a positive personal attitude. You want to be with a mentor who feels good about themselves to a degree, not where they feel they're the world's greatest at something necessarily, but someone with a positive personal attitude, not a downer on life. You want someone who can pass on their own positivity in a realistic and pragmatic way. Number 5 on the key actions of a mentor is to show real interest. That's lacking in the workplace. People tend to be too wrapped up in themselves, don't have enough time and space to show real interest in others. And a mentor does that. A mentor, a real one, is that unusual person who has a real interest in the individual, cares about them, really wants them to succeed and achieve. And the last thing on my list of 6 key actions of a mentor is to give unselfishly, without the intention or the thought or the agenda of getting something back. It is an unselfish giving role, being a mentor. If you get some value back, if you get some learning, if you get some kudos, if you get some credibility, that's all fine. But it shouldn't be the primary role. So a mentor gives. So 6 essentials to look for in a mentor. An established record of developing others. We go back to David Clutterbuck, a very powerful source and a credible one on all matters mentoring. So 6 essentials to look for in a mentor. Number 1, an established record of developing others. You could do worse than that to say, okay, where are the mentors? Hey, look, these are the few people who have got a good track record of developing others. Secondly, a wide range of skills to pass on, not just one-trick ponies who know how to do 1, 2, or 3 things. The best mentors are the ones who can work on emergent issues, not necessarily the ones that you start out with. So the wider the range of skills to pass on and awareness, the better. Number 3 on the 6 essentials to look for in a mentor is a strong knowledge of organizational culture. This suggests that the mentor comes from within the organization. That's very often the best place for them. It isn't always the case. The more awareness the mentor has of organizational culture, which I define as the way things are done around here, then the more realistic their advice can be, the more informed their views can be of the mentee's position. 4th on the list of 6 essentials to look for in a mentor is someone with sufficient time to dedicate to mentoring. That means they're not taking on 15 mentees. They aren't taking on 11. They're taking on 1, 2, possibly not even 3 to be doing it well. And it also means that in a busy workload, they can genuinely find time without begrudging it to give to the mentoring process to be done well. The ability to swiftly command respect is number 5 of the 6 essentials. The ability to swiftly command respect. And that has to be swift. The respect thing, the way, the process during which the mentee thinks, yeah, this person knows what they're talking about, that should be something done pretty instantly. Because if you're still waiting 6 months later, it's 5 months too late. So David Clutterbuck's last of 6 essentials to look for in a mentor is knowledge of how people best accept new ideas. That's very interesting, because we shouldn't just accept that people find new ideas welcoming because they're great ideas. The mentor needs to develop over a period of time an awareness of how those they help to learn accept ideas. 6 questions when seeking a mentor. Number 1, this is from Kathleen Barton. I will be quick here. Who has helped me in the past and who would again? Powerful question. Who is successful in my field? Who do I admire and respect? Who are the most influential people I know? Who thinks I have potential? Who has encouraged me? These are really strong questions, and it helps a mentee to make an approach to a mentor, and once it's made, it's hard to undo, which is informed. I like the idea of reflecting on who in the past has helped me. Who can I reflect on that has actually believed I have potential. They are the people to approach. It shouldn't be a blind approach. I hope that helps. There's various additional mentoring material at my websites, www.andrewgibbons.co.uk to start with, on my podcast and my YouTube channel. Mentoring is a topic I find really interesting, and it's directly powerful and beneficial in all sorts of ways in organizations. So I hope it helps. And I'm always interested to hear from people who share my interest in this topic.